Hi, everybody. Welcome in. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. So, welcome, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Prayer Shawls with Purpose, the podcast where faith meets fiber. And every stitch tells a story, okay? I'm your host, as always, Kelly from Kelly's Crochet Adventures, right? And I'm so glad you're here. So, in today's episode, we're diving into the warm, heartwarming world of blessing blankets, which we do on this channel always. Those beautiful handmade gifts stitched in love, prayer, and divine purpose. Whether you're a seasoned crocheter, a beginner with a heart to serve, or simply curious about using your hands to share God's love, this space is for you, honey. So together, we'll explore how blessing blankets go far beyond warmth, right? They become powerful vessels of hope. They're offered in times of grief, dealing with healing, birth, and celebration. So each stitch becomes a whisper of prayer, right? So each row, a gentle reminder that God's love is near, right? So we'll talk about how you can start your own blessing blanket project, what scriptures to pray as you crochet, and how to turn your quiet moments with yarn into ministry that reaches others in profound ways. Okay, so grab your yarn, get comfortable, and settle in, honey, because as we begin this peaceful and purpose-filled journey, one stitch at a time, let's explore how simple handmade blankets can wrap someone in comfort, all right, and in the presence of God, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, shall we, fam? I think we shall. So let's go ahead and say hello, greetings, and hi. Welcome in, Gina. Welcome. Good to see you. We got Cami here. Welcome in, Cami. Good to see you. Samantha. Hey, honey. Welcome in. Good to see you. And we got Barbara Clark, honey. Hi. Welcome in. Good to see you. So thank y'all so much for being here. So we are going to be talking about blessing blankets today, and we're just going to go ahead and get into this space. How we're wrapping others in love, right? And the heart behind a crochet blessing blanket. Okay, so let me go here. Am I missing someone? I hope I'm not. So hello, everybody that is in the chat and everybody that's out here. Oh my gosh, in the bushes. Why was my mic way over there? I hope y'all can hear me and all is well. But what I just shared with you, just showed you, I was lifting this up. It's listen, it's a blessing blanket. It is, but listen, it's different. This is using Mosaic. Yeah. So see, I started here and then I started getting into the words, right? So I am adding words to this. I am really excited how this is coming out. I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure if I could do it, fam. But guess what? I am making it happen one stitch at a time. It is a blessing, just taking my time getting it done. But, child, I got to get done. It's got to be done by next week. Do you think I can get this done by next week? Whew, I'm going to try because it's a lot. So what I did down here, you see the pink row? This is extended single crochet. Instead of just doing a regular single crochet, I wanted to do the extended single crochet. And then the middle, well, not the middle, but this part here, this is all mosaic. All right. It is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Barbara. She said so pretty. I thought this was going to be hard, family, but it's not as hard as it might look. And then I had the variegated yarn that has all the colors in it. And then I began doing the words. All right. So I'm going to keep getting jiggy with it. We're going to keep going with this. So I got to do another row of words. So I did 2 rows that are blank without words, and I'm going to begin the next row with words. So that's what I'm going to start now. So I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to do a border on this. I don't know. It's still some time to try to figure that out, but this is what I'm working on. And the actual pattern for this is called the Desert Dunes Blanket. This is what it looks like. And it's by www.mjsoffthehookdesigns.com. So I purchased that pattern. Now the wording I purchased another place. So I'm sort of doing it like this. I'm kind of splitting it up. It's gonna be nice when it's all said and done. So I am working on the wording now. I finished the top words, so I don't need these anymore. So these can go over here. And I'm going to pull out the new wording bunch. Where's the other words? The rest of the words for the top part, which is a little bit more. I think it's a little more. So I have to put this backwards. Let me do it this way. I have what I did was I counted everything, each row. So I have the row for the bottom. I did those. Now I'm going to work on the top rows for these words. So, yep. So I got a little graph that how I was going to do it. This is what it's going to look like, right? Dark pink. That's the yellow and pink, the multicolor, the wording. Then I'll go back to then I'll go back to the pink, the light pink and the yellow. And then I'll end with the dark pink. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. So let me go ahead and put this like I like it here. And I've got to see, it's 140, so it's going to be 4. Okay. 4. So I have to take the words and I have to put them backwards. So that's what I'm doing right now, because I start with the last letter. Okay. Start with the last letter. And then the other letters will begin at the front. So that's where we are. That's what we're going to start with today. So, but before we get into all of that wonderfulness, I'll just chat with you a little bit just about wrapping others in love, the heart behind a crochet blessing blanket, right? So there is something sacred about sitting down with your yarn and your hook and knowing that every stitch you make will become part of a gift filled with comfort, love, and prayer. Yeah. So a crochet blessing blanket isn't just a cozy creation. No, it's a ministry of warmth and encouragement, meant to speak peace into someone's life just when they need it the most, right? So let's see. So these handmade blankets are crafted with intention and care, often for those who are grieving, healing, welcoming a new baby, or simply going through a tough time. As we crochet, we're not just counting stitches, we're offering silent prayers, affirmations, and blessings for the recipient. And it's a way to say, I may not be able to fix everything, but I can wrap you up in some love, right? Also, it is a time where we create. We craft with intention for celebration also. We're celebrating. Look, you have the new baby. It's an anniversary. Right? So that's how it is sometimes. Yeah. So crocheting a blessing blanket can be calming, a faith-filled process, right? So the rhythm of each stitch invites prayer and reflection, grounding the maker in God's peace, while also preparing a gift that will carry that same peace forward. This quiet act of service is a way to use your gifts for a higher purpose, turning yarn into a tangible expression of grace. And I believe that's what we do here on this channel. So many blessing blankets are shared throughout churches, prayer shawl ministries, other outreach efforts. They become more than handmade items. They are a heartfelt reminder that someone cares and that God's love surrounds them. So I want to make sure that we know that. So next time you pick up your yarn, consider the powerful ministry held in your hands. Listen, that's exactly what it is, right? So you're not just making a blanket, you're sharing God's warmth one stitch at a time. And that's what we want to do out here. All right. All right. Gina, you're asking how's the royal court today? They're fine. They're laying here. Just they out here chilling today. Yes. You say, y'all, I feel special today. Emma Dunn gave me 2 kisses goodbye on today. Oh, that's so nice, Cammie. That's nice to hear and nice to know. I got my water in my cup. So you know what the question is for y'all. What is it, fam? Hmm. What is on your hook and what is in your cup? Mm. So I just have water today. I'm using the hook that I'm using for this is the Yarnology hook. I don't know. It's something about using this Yarnology hook when making graph gans and making um, this beautiful blessing blanket throw or mosaic. Using this crochet hook, for some reason, it is just perfect. It just feels so nice to use this hook with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. I am going to be on row. Let's see. I'm on this row. We're on the row where we're going to start here. So please feel free to share what's on your hook and what's in your cup. So I'm going to go ahead and then attach this here, and that's very last stitch. I'll bring in production so you can kind of see what's going on here. Hopefully production feels like sharing. You feel like sharing today, production? What we doing? I don't know. Sometimes production can be on. Sometimes production turns herself off. I don't know why, but it be like that sometimes. So let's see. All right. Uh, oh. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Oh, what? You said drinking water and haven't crocheted today. I have grandsons with me and they are keeping me busy. That's all right, Barbara Clark. Sometimes it be like that. The children's got to be up in there. Hey, Nicole, girl, honey. Hi, Sharonda. Foreman is here, fam. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Let me show you what I'm working on again so you can get an idea where I'm going with this. This is going to be a blessing. I have got to get this done by next week. Let me show you how far I got, just in case you didn't get to see. This is it right here. Okay, you see? It's coming out. It's coming along, fam. I know, right? So I got to so I'm working on some words here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the second row of words on here. It's easier than it looks, family. I know it probably looks like, wow, that looks very intricate. It is. It just takes patience, and I got to tell you, it just takes a lot of, I will say, patience as anything does when you're learning something new. It's my first time actually doing a large project as a mosaic. All right, so let me see if I can bring production in. Let's get production in here, shall we? My goal was let me attach this first. Let me get this yarn attached to this little corner right here. And then we'll go from there. Okay. Let me go ahead and attach that and go from here. Just attaching this yarn. So that's one. Okay, that's one stitch right there. I think I gotta put how many stitches I gotta do 4 on this end and 3 on the other. So that's one. And it's 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll begin the row for the name here. Okay, let's bring in production. You want to come on in, production? Let's see if I can get production in here today. Oh, okay. There's production, fam. All right. Let's see if we can do just a little bit larger here. Bring it in. So a little bit. This is a larger. I'll have to turn just to the side here. There we go. So you can see what I'm working on. So what y'all got going on? Anyone else working on anything tonight? So let's see. Okay. So this goes all the way across. And when you're doing mosaic and letters, you have to go in the back loop only. And so this row, I'm actually doing in single crochet. So a single crochet all the way across. And you start with the color of your letters. And my letters are white in this particular blanket. So I'm just going to single crochet all the way across in the back loop only. So what are y'all doing? What are y'all working on? Anybody want to share? Who's going to be blessed by the items that you're making tonight? Y'all, I must tell you, and not only does it's actually too relaxing too. I was like, oh my goodness. I can see how once you start doing mosaic, fam, I can see how this can be an addictive stitch. I mean, not just this stitch, but method of crocheting. It's beautiful. You can do blessing blankets. You can do whatever you want with it. The yarn I'm using is Hirschner's yarn. I don't know if I showed it to you before, but I'll show you. This one is actually the baby yarn, but it's a 4 worsted weight. See, it's 4 worsted weight. This is by Hirschner's baby yarn, and this is just the regular one, but it's still worsted. What is that on here? What are you doing on there? Okay, here we go. This is in the colorway of ivory, but this is just regular worsted yarn, just a regular Hirschner's in the colorway of ivory. That's the color of the letters. So for this particular blessing blanket, the letters are going to be white or ivory. And it's for a good friend of mine. His wife's favorite color is pink. So hence the pink, right? And she loves yellow as well. Pink and yellow are her favorite colors. So why not do something like this to just be a blessing? And so that's what I'm doing, hoping to be a blessing. Hoping to be a blessing. And so as you can see, I'm going in the back loop only with this. Whoop, there we go. I'm just making it nice. So I think I'm gonna play a little music here. I got the fan going in the background. So yeah, it's interesting how you go across all the way across with the color of the letters, and you'll see how, what that's gonna look like later on. Yeah, but that's how you do it. He said, I'm past the point of beyond exhaustion today. Did too much. Oh, sometimes it's like that. You said what? You said you played with a kitten and took out the tortoise tortoise shell cat twice, let her perch on my shoulder, and then visited Emma. Oh, okay. So you chilling today. Ain't nothing wrong with a day of chill, Cammy, for real. Ain't nothing wrong with it, friend. Let's see. We'll just add a little music for today as we crochet along. This is going to be kind of long, and maybe single crochet just going across may not be as exciting, but it just offers a space of peace, right? So let's get some music on in here. I think I'll try to put that on low there, and we'll keep crocheting across in the back loop only. It's so cool to see once the letters start to form, you kind of get excited about it. There we go. So I know it's like, what? How do you do that? How does this turn out? It turns out being amazing. Even though we're just going across. And then also, once you get to a point, so I wrote it all out, how it's supposed to be. And I wrote how many stitches each letter has. And then I put two, I want to say, two stitches in between each letter, so that to make sure that there's enough space between each letter where it looks pretty cool. So like I said, I'm still trying to debate on whether I'm going to add a border to this. I probably will. It's just a matter of what kind of border am I going to add. Am I going to do a double border, or am I just going to add just a border? We'll see. But this is just a single crochet in the back loop, And y'all know I crochet slow, so it's taking me a little time to get across here. Single crochet isn't hard. It's just, for me, it takes me a while to get it going. I'm just pulling out some of the yarn because that yarn's a little bit tight in that skein that I have there. So I'm just pulling out a little bit. What you saying? You said I forgot I did a load of dishes working with the cats. It's not as easy as you think it is. Oh no, I, I don't think working with cats is easy. That's why I say my job. In my job, it's like I'm herding cats all day. I herd cats for a living. That's what I say now. Imagine trying to herd a bunch of cats. Yeah, not an easy task. But that's what I say my job basically consists of. It's like that. It's IT project management. So it's crazy, but it be like that sometimes. So we got. You said what? You said I have to consistently watch for stress levels as I bring them to a room, in the room and back again. Yeah, and I sit on the floor with the cat. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I know it's not easy. Cats be having all kind of personalities. Whereas most of the part, most if the dogs aren't dealing with anything emotional or anything, they usually want to just play and try to give you little doggy kisses and stuff. Whoop, there we go. If you get a chance to work with these yarnology hooks, I say get you a couple. I bought two of the 5.5 millimeter hooks because I thought I lost one. So I bought two just in case. I don't ever want to lose one of these hooks, especially if I'm going to be doing Afghans and blessing blankets like this. So I really love this crochet hook for this. It's like I'm barely touching it. Barely touching it, fam. It can definitely be addicting. We're almost to the stretch for this first row. Now you're probably like, how is that going to work and you not see the colors all the way across? Well, you will see here shortly. Let's see. Hello. Nifty, is that you? You said what? You said that consistency is unreal. That is so beautiful. You are a machine. Oh, wow, Nifty. Thank you and welcome in. What a pleasure it is to see you. Hello, love. Well, hello, love to you. Good to see you. So happy to catch your live. How have you been? I have been doing well. How are you? I pray all is well with you. And Cami says the adoptable dogs are not what you think when they are in a shelter and get walked possibly only once a day. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, working on this. I'm telling you what, Nifty. I was just talking about using these crochet hooks. These are yarnology hooks, and I like them for the to do different. What I want to say. Different methods of crochet with these. So like for the graph cans that I've done, and also for this mosaic. I think the Yarnology 5.5 millimeter hook is perfect for such a project. If you're doing, let's say, if you're doing, oh, this yarn is being a little caught up here. If you're making a graphic, or if you're doing mosaic like what I'm doing, this hook is perfect for that. Now, I love my clover hooks. Don't get me wrong. Clover is great as well. But for some reason, when doing a graphic or doing the mosaic, this is such a slippy yarn. I mean, it's smooth sound. It just goes right in so smooth. And I like that it's a little bit pointy at the end. So it's just perfect for situations like these. So I love this hook. If you can find one that's similar to it, I'd say grab it. I don't know if it's the Prim, what's it called? Prim. Michaels has a brand. I can't remember what it's called. Starts with a P. Prism or something like that. But something about these Yarnology hooks that make this heaven to me. Okay. Yeah. I am using Hirschner's worsted weighted yarn. Each skein comes with 389 yards of yarn, and it's usually on sale for $4.47. All right, and then the last stitch, this is where we come in, and we literally, I don't know why I put two of these on here. I put two stitch markers together. Oh, I didn't want to lose it, and I wasn't using it. So let me just sit that right there. And we'll take that out of there like so. So the last stitch, you just go in the whole thing here. And just do it that way. Yarn over this way. And I brought my little snippers today. Oh, thank you so much. Fancy yarn I'm using. These little snippers are great. I got like 6 for like a certain, I don't know, it came in a pair of 6, and this is the last one. Don't ask me where the other ones are. I have no idea. I have no idea where the other ones are. So once you do that, so what's been helping me keep track of all my little thingies? Stitch markers. Y'all know I always claim stitch markers are a best friend. So I always put it in the very first and the very last stitch. Yeah, I got these, like, it came in a packet. It was either 3 or 6. Child, this is the only one that I have left. I don't know where the other ones are. Because I'm good at either misplacing stitch markers or misplacing scissors. Child, I'll be out here misplacing. So my letters are going to be in the colorway of white. So now I'm getting ready to this. I'm cutting this here. Let's see what you saying in the chat. Let's see. We got. Oh, what you saying here? You said things are hard for me, but I'm staying in a good spirit. Oh, good. Knowing that life is a blessing. Let's go, Nifty. Life is such a blessing. It really is. That's good. You said, wow, fancy yarn you're using. Oh, thank you. And I love the results of you crocheting in the back loop only. So gorgeous. Yes. So when you're doing mosaic, you crochet in the back loop only for the single crochet rows, right? I think that's how it goes. No. Yeah, for single crochets, you go in the back loop only. For double crochets, you go into the front loop only. Yeah. So that's how that works. You said, love your snippers. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be losing them, child. Cutting the yarn is so special. Laugh a lot. I love using the best scissors for it. Yeah, absolutely. That lettering is amazing. Thank you so much. So, yeah, so when you start your letterings, it's just like you start. So I started with the white because that's the color of my letters. And it's like, how's this going to work out? Because you got to go all the way across and all the way. And you only go one way with Mosaic. So now I have to start again back up here. I'm back to the front. So now I got to bring my second color, which is pink. I know you're going to be like, how are those letters going to come out? Child, they just do. They just do. You do what you're supposed to. So, yeah. So with this, I'm going to take this stitch marker out real quick, and we're going to add in our yarn here. You see, how long is this tail? I was looking to see how long the tail is. So I'm going to attach it right here to this corner right here. Go ahead and attach that here. This is how I do it. I just attach it here with them. I know I make it look so hard. It's really not that hard. And then I pull it and tighten it right there. And it's attached. And then I do a single crochet under both loops. You don't go under. For the ends, you don't go in the back loop only. You go under both loops. And you do your single crochet. Now, how is this going to work? So now I have to do, let's see, 4 stitches. And so that's my first stitch, right? That's my first stitch. And so now I'm going to do stitch number 2. So you go in the front loop of the same color of that yarn. And this is where I do the double crochets. That's 2. Okay. And then 3. Oh, come on, 3. Let me go back and fix that one. I was a little crazy right there, but we go in that front loop right there. It's 3, and then one more is 4. Okay, I'll see you later, Barbara. May the Most High bless you, and may heaven smile upon you, dear. You said, what? You said I must sound like a broken record, but you are so good at crocheting. Those letters are amazing. No, thank you. No. It's definitely a challenge to do something you've never done before. So the first letter is at the end. Actually, I'm starting at the end, so I got to do an S. So I start with, I'm on the second row, and I have to do 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Now I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches in the single crochet. So I got to go single crochet, but you go in the back loop. So I got to do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Now I have to do 2 double crochets here. So you go in the front loop only, and 1, and then here 2. Now I have finished that particular letter. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is that's the bottom of the S. You see how it covers the yarn, the yarn from the bottom. You go in front, right? And you grab the front loop of the stitch below of that same color, and you pull it up and it covers up that yarn there. So now there's another letter I've got to do. Okay. Now, what I normally do, so I just did 2, that ends that. Now, I am going to add 2 more stitches here. So 2 more double crochets here. That's my space between the letters, okay? This is my space between each letter. So I just put 2 right here. So we got that all spaced out there. Now, hey, welcome in, Layla. Harvey T. Honey, welcome in. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now I'm going to start the other letter. I am on 2. So I put 2 extra stitches. Let me kind of show you how I did that. Oh, what pattern are we working on again? Well, this is called let me show you. This is called the Desert Dune Blanket, okay, by MJ's Off the Hook Design. So this is what I'm doing, but I'm kind of doing it a little bit at a time. So what I did with I knew I had to do, okay, let me explain how I did the letters so it makes sense. So this pattern calls for 100 and, you do like a chain of 150, and then you end up with, I think that's what I want to make sure. So when I tell you what I'm doing, it don't sound crazy. Yeah, so I did a chain of 150. So I only needed 140. So you chain 150 and you start your row and you end up with 149 stitches, right? So that's what I did. So after I did that, I wrote down that this project is going to have 149 stitches. So I wrote down each letter and how many stitches each letter takes. Let me start here. Let me show you what I finished. I'll show you what I finished. So I put those letters, and then what I did was I put how many spaces I need in between each letter, right? And then I added them all up, and it came to 110. Because it's 149 stitches, I had 39 stitches left to go. So to make it even, I'm going to crochet, I crochet 20 at the beginning, and I ended at 19. So that totals up to 149 stitches. I know y'all probably like, what in the ham sandwich? Yeah, that's how that works. So the next row that I'm working on, same thing. I had to count the letters, how many stitches each letter took, and I put the number 2 for each space. You see how I kind of did that? I put 2 for each space. I added these all up, and it's 142. 142 stitches I need just for these letters here. So that leaves me with 7 stitches left, because 7 plus 142 is 149. So I'm going to do 4 at the end and 3 at the beginning. And that gives me all 149 stitches. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. If for some reason you were wondering, if you was wondering, so I keep it nearby so that I know what I'm doing. I just attach it here to this, what I'm working on. I know it's like, ain't nobody trying to do no math out in these streets. Listen, I know, but this is for a special occasion for beautiful people in my life that I am blessing with. So, all right, so I just added 2 spaces. Now I got to add the letter here. So with the letter, I have 4 double crochet, and then I have, it's a total of 10 stitches. So 4 double crochet and 6 single crochet. So this is going to bring out the other letter. So now I got to add 4 double crochet, and I go in the front loop only. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that I've done 4, I have to do 6 double crochet. So you see how that lays across there. So I go into the next one and do 6 single crochet in the back loop only. 1, 2, oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So once I do that, now I have completed that letter. I'm going to have to add my other letter next. So I'm going one letter at a time. I just switch the next page. Now see how many are in that. So I got 18 spaces for that because it's going to be a short A. But before I do that, I need to put 2 spaces in between each letter. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I come here and I begin to put 2 double crochet in the front loop only to give me the space that I need. So to make sure all is well, I always look, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And then 2 spaces. Now I can begin the next letter. So the next letter is going to have 4 double crochets. So I'll start here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now that I've done that, let's see, I got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to do 4 single crochets. Now, I go in the back, the next stitch, I just go 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the back loop only. Now, I have to do 4 double crochets in the next stitch. So I'll just come here and go straight down in here. 1 in the front loop only. One, 2, 3, and 4. That's the front loop only in the double crochets here. So now I need to do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I end with the end of this letter is going to have 2 double crochets. So I come here, 1 and 2. Now that I finished that one, I have to put 2 more double crochets for the space. And we're going to do another letter coming up. So let me go grab that letter. All right. All right. So now I have to do, I have to do 2 spaces, 2 more double crochet. So 2 stitches for the space. So it's 2 double crochets right here. 1 and 2. Now, beginning the next letter, I have to do 4 double crochets. Beginning the next letter, 1, 2, 3, and 4. After I do 4 double crochets, I have to do, it looks like 8 single crochets. So 1, and you do the single crochet in the back loop only. And it's really easy once you get the hang of it. You want to do letters because the stitches pop out where you need to go, so it makes it easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. 7 and 8. Oh, there we go. 8. All right. Now I have to do 2 double crochets to end off that letter. So 1, and 2. In the front loops only. So you can kind of see where the letters are going to form. So that's how you do it. So I'm done with that letter. So I'm going to head on to the next letter. And before we get there, I need to add 2 more stitches for the space. So come here and I'm going to put 2 stitches. So you go down in the stitch in the same color that you're working with, okay? So that's 1, and then you come down here and that's 2. Now this letter is a big one, so I'm going to have to do 2. Now I'm starting the letter. I have to do 2 double crochets here. So we go in the front loop of that same color. 1 and 2. Now I got to see how many. Let's see. Woo! Only have to do 2 single crochets right here. So 1 and 2. All right. And I have to do how many double crochets? Let's see. 4. I have to do 14 double crochets across. So here we go. So we don't go in this stitch, we go down. Let's see. We go down in the stitch here. We begin our 14 stitches, 14 double crochets in the front loops only of the stitch below. So I'm just going to keep going. And then I'm going to show you the spacing for the word so it won't be sitting up on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do 14. So we just keep going in the front loop. So we just literally, let me show you. So we don't go into the white stitches here. We go down to the stitch of the same color below. So into that front loop. So that's how we do it. We go in the front loop. Let's see how many we got so far. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You just got to do 4 more. 1. Oh, my learner's getting a little crazy back here. 1. 2. 3. And 4. All right. Making sure we got 14. I always count them anyway. 2, 4, 10, 12, 14. We got 14 stitches. And so now I have to do 4 single crochets. So we go on the back loop of the single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3 and 4. All right, so that ends that word. So now we're going to start another whole word. And to do that, I have to add more spaces. So this is going to be one whole word. Let me show you. See if I can show you. You know how I got 2017, right? So this is going to be a word too. Where those spaces are right here is a whole word. This is going to be a whole word. So now all the way to here. That's going to be a whole word. So now we got to, oh, I'm sorry, all the way to here. What am I talking about? So now I got to put spaces in between. So to do that, I'm going to come here and I'm going to put 4 spaces because that gives me room for a word. So it's not all sitting up on each other. You know what I'm talking about? 1, 2. So this is the only spot that I have to put 4 stitches in. When I come to the separation of the words, that's where 4 extra stitches go. Okay, that's 4. All right. So that's going to be a word. I mean, this is going to be a whole word across here. This, and there's going to be a word going across here. So that's what I did. 4 spaces to separate that. Oh, no problem. I may be out of here in a few minutes. I'm going to finish this row and then we're going to call it a night. I just wanted to kind of share this part. So I got to do my letter here. So this letter has 4 double crochets. So let me start with that letter. 1, 2, 3. Oops, get in there. And 4. Okay. So I had to do 4 for my space, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 for that space, and then I had to do 4 for the new letter. So now I have to do 3, 6. I have to do 8 single crochets all the way across. So we're going to do that here, and this is where you do go into the back loop of the row before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we did 8 there in this, and we end this letter with 2 double crochets. So I'm going to put 1, and 2. Now we finished the 1 letter. So I'm making sure it's 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 and 2. Now I got to put space between here. So the space is going to be 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. All right. Now I have to go grab the other letter. Okay. So I did that. So now I have to do 4 double crochets for the new letter. Let me just take this right here. It's easier to see. Okay, 4 for the new letter. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So we started that. Now we have to do 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we have to do 6 double crochets in the front loop only, down below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that we've done 6 of those, we're going to make sure we got 6, but I know we do. So we got 3, 6. Okay. So now I have to do 4 single crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we're done with that letter. So the next thing we have to do is add 2 stitches, 2 double crochets for the space. So this is the space, 1 and 2. All right. So we did that. So we got 4 here. And all right, so now we have to add our new letter. That's the space for. Ooh, excuse me. Now I have to do 8 double crochets for the next letter. Let's get some more of this yarn out here because sometimes, like I said, That yarn be in the middle, that center pull, child, it be in there. So now we got to do 8 double crochets. Three. Oops, get back in there. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we did 8 there. Okay, so the first, these two. Oh, you're done? Wow, that was quick. Quick lesson. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Did I count those right? These two are here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I got 8. So now I have to do 6 single crochets in the back loop only. So that's how we make this work. So, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I have to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's the end of that first letter. Now I got 3 stitches left. Now this is where I come in and I just do 3 double crochets to cover this row. 1, 'oops, come on out. 2, and usually I just do a single crochet on the end. I just end with a single crochet. And then we bring that through and then we cut that off. Because you know what, Mosaic, you just go straight across. There is no turning. You just don't turn. It's like a typewriter. You don't turn. You just go to the next row. So let me cut that off. My little snippers. And I'll show you what it's looking like. See if I can show you. So this is going to be a ladder. This is going to be a letter. This is going to be a letter. This is the space between the letters. And here's between the words. That's a space. This is a space. And then I'll start the new words here. So that's where I'm at. And that's how you cover that row that was all full, that was all white. I know you're probably like, how does that work? How does Mosaic work like that? Let me also not forget to put my stitch markers on each end. This one should have one here too. I forgot. I'm going to put that there. But that's it. That's it, fam. Just like I did 2017. How cool is that? 2017. Let me move these out the way. Where is my oh, there it is. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be working on this some tonight before I go to bed. So because I have to get this done really quick, fast, and in a hurry. See, That's how I made those. Same. Just this method. You follow this method, you can't go wrong. So that's it for that tonight. So we're going to say good night to production. Good night, production. That was fun. So, yeah, thanks for letting me share this with you. Here, let me hold it up so you can kind of see. Oop. So, there's going to be words going across. It's going to say EST. And this is where I'm at with it. So I finished. I can't believe I finished that whole roll of words. I'm so excited. This is becoming so much fun, y'all. I love. I'm starting to get just a little bit. I don't know, addicted. Hey, Dixie, welcome in, y'all. Samantha's here down here. That's Samantha, aka Dixie. Hello, friend. Mm. Oh, you want me to turn it around? You want to see the back? Okay, so the back looks like this. This is the back. The back is just one big old Plano. Yes. Hi, Terry. Hey, Vivian. Welcome in. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this is one that I'll be working on. Working on. Oh, I dropped a stitch marker. Yep. So the back is just plain old, but the front this is what the front's looking like with the mosaic down here at the bottom. The custom words here at the front. This is what it looks like from behind. Just plain old, but it's still nice. I love it. So I'm going to continue to work on this. You said you started cross stitch. Go ahead with your bad self there, Dixie. That's amazing. Yes, and Terry, good to see you. And Vivian Crosby, good to see you as well. Family, I am going to have to get ready to close it down. I am a little tired, but I do have to go ahead and close it down. But we'll be back at it this weekend. I will not be live streaming Saturday and Sunday. I will be out of town. But my plan is to be back on Kelly's Crochet Adventures on Tuesday. So feel free to come and join in. Okay, it will be so fun. Come and hang out. Bring your crafts. You'll be able to come up on the panel if you want to. Okay, I'd love to have you. But thank you so much for being here and spending time with me during this wonderful time of making this blessing blanket that I have to have done by the end of next week. The end of next week, the absolute latest. If it's done by the end of next week, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy lady. Okay, sweet dreams. Please keep my friend Elizabeth. She has surgery tomorrow morning. No problem, Samantha Dixie. We're gonna pray for Elizabeth to be healed. Amen. To have a smooth surgery and a speedy recovery. Okay, we will keep her lifted up in prayer. So feel free to hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Just check that thumbs up. If you would do Mosaic, leave it in the comments. Let me know in the comment section of this video live stream once it goes up. Leave me a comment. Would you try Mosaic? Would you try doing custom lettering? Let me know. I'd love to know it. And if so, honey, we can do it together. I'm not here not to help. We're here to help each other. We are here to help each other and to love each other in this space of crochet and the create a space of peace and calm And I believe we've done that with our wonderful yarny arts or whatever craft we choose to do. Any type of fiber arts, honey, we out here. So y'all stay blessed, stay encouraged, keep everybody lifted up in prayer. May the Most High bless you all and may heaven smile upon you. Um, and also, yeah, continue to be kind to one another. Okay? All right. Hugs and love to you all. Until next time, fam. Bye.